Hello. Not loud enough. Hello. Hello. Hmm. Is YouTube trolling? Why is it not working? Seems like it's okay. Um. Damn it. Pop out chat. There we go. Put that over here. Interesting. Hmm. What? What the fuck? Fucking Instagram, dude. What's up? Yeah. The fuck? What's going on? That's fine. Why is Instagram hating me? Um, okay. Let's get started. I think the mic's loud enough. Welcome to the stream, anyone that's watching. Where did I put my screwdriver? That's the broken one. No, it's not. the right one. Parental controls. Oh, I forgot my chat wasn't open. My bad. Hello, hello, Brandon Smith Sandoval. You're welcome for running the shop. No pressure on donating. So, you know, don't worry about that. But, you know, if you're ever rich one day, just remember me. And, hello, Heavy Shark 127. Welcome. Sorry, I didn't have chat open there for a second. I didn't even realize you guys sent messages. I'm actually going to turn the supporting light off for now. It's a bit bright. Oof, that's actually too dark now. Let's adjust that. Did I turn it off? No, I didn't. I try my best. I've been putting it off, but I need to do a pretty big upgrade to the tinfoil server. Was planning to probably add at least a few terabytes worth of games, if not closer to 10 terabytes. I'm hoping maybe by the end of the month I'll get that done. But I have been a lot less focused with my Switch stuff, just because it has not been making me enough money for it to be my primary focus. I've had to focus more on making software and some general black hattery, some general red teaming, I guess they call it these days. I got this OLED in a few days ago. I'm kind of putting it off, but I really need to get it done. I actually need to list another one on eBay to try and sell. It's been a while. If I can forget the screws. Just kidding. But I think it's been a good week or two since I have done an OLED. At least a good 2 weeks, I think. And I actually don't know all the games available on the shop, so yeah, I really just don't know. You just have to go look. Unfortunately, there's just too many games for me to remember. I'm trying to because I don't think the tinfoil search feature works with my shop. So I was thinking of maybe trying to figure out how to get that to work. My nose is runny. I will typically add games if people request them, but requests that don't come with donations are a lot less urgent for me. But depending on when you ask and how often you ask, if you just ask once, there's a good chance I might not do it just because I forget. But the tinfoil shop is actually technically donator only, but there's no way of protecting the server, I believe. Nor do I really have much interest in doing that. So if people ask me directly, I say you'll have to donate for it, but it's actually in one of my videos, if not multiple of them. I forget which one, but I tell people either to donate literally anything, or you can go and watch all of my videos and find it eventually. It only has 100-ish games or so at most, so it's not the best shop ever. You're really just better off learning to source games manually or finding a different shop. But if you don't want to learn how to source games manually, or you're just too lazy and some games is better than none, then my shop is great. But yeah, if you watch my videos on like 2x speed and kind of jump through them, you should probably find it pretty quick. I think it's near the end of one of the videos, so you could probably just watch the last like 25% of every video. It's definitely a Switch video though. My tinfoil shop will give you 5 to 10 megabits per second, pretty much always, which is fast enough to be useful. Yeah, it just doesn't have tons of games, but mine's pretty much always up as well. It's extraordinarily rare for it to be performing poorly. It just needs more games, and I will be adding tons of games soon, though. Just be patient. And yeah, I just keep the sourcing games manually. You can't do it all on the Switch, which sucks, but if you just install a bunch of games, you'll be fine. I think Ghostland is still up, but I think there's a different way of accessing it now. Or I don't know what happened with that, actually. Let me look into it right now. I guess Ghostland isn't up then. Is Ghostland gone? Right. Switch Pirates. Revolt. The old information for the Ghost eShop I don't think works anymore. Yeah, because it's supposed to just be this, but for me it doesn't work anymore. At least the last couple times I've tried it, it didn't give me any games. Like it just did nothing. Yeah, not really sure why, but the last couple times I tried it, it didn't give me any games. But yeah, at peak times, Ghostland is really, really slow. Unfortunately, but at not peak times, I've had it be really, really fast. So it kind of just depends. Yeah, maybe it's back now, but Ghostland um should have basically every game, including Luigi's Mansion. I can add it really quick though. Let me see. Luigi Mansion. It's a Switch game, right? Luigi Mansion Switch. Luigi Mansion 2 Switch. NSP. Fucking dumb link. Oh, with a real link. That's shocking. Wonder how fast it downloads. Luigi's Mansions 2 HD is what I found. But yeah. Download. Okay, it's downloading to my PC right now. WinZip. And then we'll connect to the server. And I think it's... I don't remember where the script is to make the file, unfortunately. One sec. SSH Lucy. Let's connect and oh, here, maybe. Locate NSP JSON. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, that should be working. Okay, I don't have to run that yet, though. Okay, the download's almost done. Yeah, it sucks your grandma passed. My, grandma's currently in the hospital with, breast cancer, I think. This shit sucks. Okay, the download's done. Now I have to upload it to my server. Users public downloads. Oh no. Users A downloads. Okay, it's uploading to the server. Yeah, just I hope everyone stays healthy in your family. Okay, so it's uploaded to the server. Now I have to rerun this file. Okay. And that's good. Now let's go edit the file. Make sure everything looks good. Yeah, it looks decent. What's the game called again? Luigi? Yeah, it looks like it should be there now. Are these links good? Probably. Yeah, that should be fine. Let me know if it's working. You should be able to download the game now. You might have to reopen tinfoil. Usually they have some regulars that stop by the stream, and it's interesting. None of them are here so far, but do have some new people that have stuck around. Streaming's a weird game. I can hate taking these off. Hope you have a great night, Heavy Shark. Sleep well, or I don't know if it's morning for you, but it is just past midnight here. Your BFF. Super Smash. Yeah, Smash is a great game. Love it. We'll make the microscope bigger so you guys can actually see what I'm doing now. I love how it's like super angled on the stream. Very interesting. For me, this is like straight. Or it's not actually. I think it's because of the microscope. Can I adjust that easily? I don't know. Okay, so if I straighten this out, what do I have to do? I don't mind. I just want this straight. That's good, but then the microscope. I think that'll be better. Make the microscope a little bit bigger. There we go. Need another Q-tip. Man, did you guys hear about that girl that got denied boarding with her dog at the airport and she like just drowned it in the bathroom? Yeah, isn't that wild? It's in Florida too, of course. Like, where else would it be? Yeah, it's like clear evidence of insanity. You have to be absolutely fucked to do that. How did they go down? Like, are they government subsidized now? Oh, I didn't have the microscope in the right spot. Oh, that's funny. I never go shopping and feel like that, ever. Especially these days. Everything feels very expensive. You can go to 7-Eleven without spending like 20 or 30 bucks these days. The thing I don't like about Costco is like they have so many, like they have stuff in bulk. What? I'm streaming. Sorry, but I'm streaming. Sorry. It won't be. It'll probably be another 2 hours. That's as dark as I can put it. Oh, sorry. I was saying I don't really like Costco because they have they have stuff in bulk, but I feel like their selection of items is like lacking. Like if you know they already have something you want, then it's like great. But otherwise, yeah, I don't know much about politics either. Where did the the adapters is missing? It's annoying. I have an extra. All my nails are normal. The only one that's weird is this one. This one's is like a new nail, like it regrew. like died and regrew, but the rest are normal. They just have a old Manny. But that nail died from a fight, unfortunately, in good old youth prison. I go by myself sometimes, but I was with my girlfriend this time, or the last time anyway. Damn, this one doesn't fit that nice. Yeah, it's hard. You gotta just keep your chin up and keep on Tindering. Tinder works great for me, but I'm really tall. I hear other people have very negative experiences with it. But people say there's only really, um, I guess, slutty girls on Tinder, but I've had pretty much only really long and I'd say healthy relationships from Tinder. So I personally recommend. As long as at least you're 6 foot. Could be worse. I'm 6'9", thankfully. Hmm. Yeah, and you have a great night. See ya. I don't know when I'll be streaming again, but maybe I'll see ya in the future. Oh boy. I think this one's good. There we go. Looks perfect. wasn't good. Hopefully I didn't tap it too bad. I don't think I'll put a flux on that again. I think that should be good. Oh, what the? Oh. I think that's good. I'm gonna take the motherboard out now. Yeah, I host one. It only has like 100 or so games right now, but I'm trying to upgrade it by like maybe another 500 games, hopefully within the next week or two. The Ghostland one isn't mine though. That's ran by the Ghostland team. Oh yeah, I mean, it's like almost a terabyte for the games that are there now. Need like another 10 terabytes probably, but it's actually super easy. You just install games. So you don't install them. You download a bunch of NSP files. You put them into a folder, and then you can use a software called NSP-JSON, which is a Python script that will create a JSON file that you're able to host using Nginx. And once that file has been generated properly by the software, and for the software, you just have to point it to where your games are located, like the folder. And then you also have to set up some configuration stuff for how your Nginx server is running, or like how the config is set up. It's mainly just giving the proper URL to access the content, which could be the hardest step probably for someone that's not an experienced sysadmin. Yeah, Nginx is fairly simple. I just started streaming a little bit ago, actually, but yeah, Nginx is great. Getting familiar with APIs is great too. Anything HTTP related. Thanks for subscribing. And yeah, Canada's great. Gotta love smoking. Toke, toke, toke. I need some more. Where are you from? I'm from BC. I rarely meet people from BC. On the internet, anyway. Okay, so we need to do the B wire and the C NAND adapter and wire. So B is over here. There's actually only, I'd say it's actually pretty easy to remember how the screws go, or have a guide, or whatever, but, P13 USB, that's a brutal one. I don't even offer it. I know a guy that does the repair, but honestly, it's only worth considering doing it if it's an OLED. If it's not an OLED, just buy another one. Yeah, I don't recommend switches as a first time soldering project. Ooh. Yeah, just buy another one. You can get one for $100 if you're lucky. You don't mind one in whatever condition. Yeah, unfortunately there isn't schematics. But yeah, definitely not a first project. Recommend Game Boys for first time projects. Game Boys are cheap and have schematics. Damn. Yeah, that's a bunch of work. And this is a Pine Cell 2. They don't make quote unquote micro soldering irons. There's just an iron, and that's it. You get different tips, which I only tend to switch tips if there's something in like a really tight space that this bigger tip will not suffice for. For smaller stuff, it's really just all about having a microscope and having the experience and being at the right temperatures and stuff like that. Just knowing your tools. But this is a Pine Cell V2. You can get one super cheap if you're in Europe. If you're in Canada, I recommend just buying it off breadsticks.ca or breadstick.ca. It's a lot more expensive in North America due to shipping and stuff, because it comes from Europe. But they're the best iron at the price in the price range, in my opinion, because you can get them for under $100. 0201 is small enough that you pretty much have to use a hot air gun unless you're an absolute master with the iron. 0402 you could probably do with an iron. Yeah, so I recommend tweezers like this. These are Hacko tweezers you can find on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And 0201 would be over here. So this is an 0201 size. So you would get a decent size like tip for them. But I would imagine your problem is if you're using Kapton tape, you might be using too much because it's such a good heat sink that it could be stopping the board from getting hot enough to melt the solder. Um, Other common problems would be um, using a hot air gun improperly. Like, you want to find out what the melting point of your solder is. So what I use 180 Celsius. I find at about 180 Celsius, you need to be at around 350 Celsius to at least 350, if not like 380, 400 ish. Like probably 350 to 380 ish to have it melt properly and in like a reasonable amount of time. If you have more like 130 Celsius paste, you can sometimes get away with around like 290 to like 300 Celsius. And you also want one that has a controllable airflow, and you want to set it to like somewhere between if it has like 10 settings for airflow, you want it on like the lowest 3 or like lowest 4 typically. And you want to get a practice board, and you'll want to practice watching the solder melt so you know exactly when it's melted. And you kind of want to also practice using the tweezers to like magnetize the component to the solder pads. Yeah, you definitely want to find out the melting point. And yeah, you need to get familiar with using air. You just have to. There's just some stuff you can't do with an iron. Oh, I fumbled my tweezers so hard. I hope I didn't break anything there. That would suck. Oh, that would really suck. I hope I didn't break anything. No, it should tell you on the packaging or the listing of wherever you bought it. So I would get sorry, I was texting, but you would get, where is my solder? Oh, I have another case of it here. Get MG Chemicals 6337. This stuff's 180 Celsius. This stuff works amazing, and it has flux in it and stuff. Not leaded solder is typically has a really high melting point, but not always. Like my leaded solder paste is like a 130C. We're doing the NAND now. Hey puppy. You got whole rolls, bro? Damn, you're committed. You've never even soldered before and you're just buying whole rolls of stuff? That's wild, brother. You just committed hard. You're like, I'm gonna be an electrical engineer now. Breaks everything. Chad move. Okay, this came off. Some better lighting there. Oh, whoops. Thought that was cleaner. How expensive of a hot air station did you buy? If you bought like $1,000 one, then it'll last so hard. I got an XX1 controller, brand new, fried IC, tried to change it and kind of burnt the board because they made it cheese. Oh no. Did you just break a trace? Or what happened? Trace damage really sucks, but it's not the end of the world. You can repair it fairly easily, for the most part. As long as you're somewhat competent. Okay, good reading. Yeah, if I don't really look at certain wires, some other involuntary traces to ground. If they go to ground, you probably don't need to even fix them. Yeah, but I shake a lot too. I would say if you're shaking more than like how much you would shake at baseline, I'd say to take a break. Because if you're having like anxiety problems, you definitely don't want to take a break. Like a good 1 hour break and come back to it. If not, like a good day. Because you're going to break stuff if you're having like a panic attack. Electrical engineering is kind of expensive to get started. Because you always break stuff when you get started. And that adds a bunch of expense. Even to this day, I break stuff sometimes. So, you know, just, I don't know. I tell everyone that's trying to get into it to expect to have to spend a lot of money on replacing stuff. It looks like the NAND adapter went in well. Gonna solder the other side down now. And then the part for the wire. It depends. If it's something you're planning to work on a lot, I'd keep it for donor. And it depends how much I can sell for. I sell a lot of those, and switches end up breaking. Sometimes I'll keep stuff for donor. Yeah, it kind of depends. It also depends how many donors you have, you know. Yeah, I only see V1s around 100, 120. I usually don't look for broken ones. Um, People usually consider donors to be boards they consider to be beyond repair. But that what is and what isn't beyond repair um, depends on the technician and their skill level. Not only skill level, but how much time they have as well. Like if something can take 5 hours to repair, but you charge $100 an hour, like is it worth it? You know? And that answer also depends. Like if it's an OLED switch with important save files on it, then you'd maybe be more inclined compared to a V1 that someone doesn't care about. Just a V1 in general. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm stripping the wire using heat. Because the wires are insulated. And to solder them down, I have to remove the insulation. And it's easiest to do using heat. I put solder on the tip, and then I keep the wire in the solder. This works better depending on the type of wire you have. On the really big ones, it doesn't really work well. On some smaller certain types of wires, it works pretty well. Oh, that was a really good solder joint, actually. That's okay. Oops. Can this thing go on? Dang. The first one was actually decent. I should have kept that. Oh, that's good. I use these aren't copper. Well, I think the inside of them's copper, but here, BN Tech Go, high quality polyurethane enameled copper wire. So yeah, it's polyurethane. Urethane. I don't know. However you pronounce it. Yeah, they look like copper, but just the inside's copper. It's kind of silly and confusing. But yeah, it's polyurethane. I actually do both flakes. Hmm. Oh wait. I buy and resell them used, always used, but if someone requests a new console, I make that happen for them as well. But I get consoles mailed in and dropped off in person to put mod chips in, and then I buy used consoles and sell them, and then I also do new consoles by request. And yes, it's very profitable. Sales have been a lot slower though, but you can get V1s for around $100, and you can sell them for $250 to $300-ish with a micro SD pre-modded, if they're mod chipped anyway. The V1 soft mods are a lot harder to sell at that price, but it's still possible. V2s also $250 to $300, and you can get them for $100 to $150. And then the OLEDs, if you're lucky, you can get it between $180 to $240-ish, and you can sell them for up to like $500. Damn it. Damn it. I can't tell if this one's stripped properly at all. I don't think so, though. I don't know if that doesn't work. I don't know. And the soft modded V1s are tethered, so every time you turn off a soft modded V1, you have to re-exploit it. Whereas when you have it hard modded, the mod chip will exploit it for you every time you turn it on, more or less instantly, so it's considered not tethered. It's technically a tethered exploit as well, though, but because it can be permanently installed inside the console, it's not considered tethered. Because the soft mod, you have to use a second device to do it. Like, you'll either have to have your phone or a laptop on you to do it, or you can use your Android phone even, if you know how to do that. Requires some extra steps or extra work, but yeah. They're also less valuable, so people don't want to deal with that nonsense, having to re-exploit it. Yeah, sometimes they just turn off, though. There's a bunch of like workarounds like that, obviously, but people still just prefer not having to deal with it. But hopefully that mod chip install process is done now. Let's go ahead and test it. Working so far. Looks like it's working. I'll show you guys the LED. It's a success light. Let's try again. Looks good. Oh no, that's an error light. That sucks. I'll have to do some troubleshooting. Seems like it's working most of the time, but not always. Yeah, seems like there's like a 50% failure rate. Check the debug points. It's good, 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 good. That's annoying. I guess I'll just have to touch up the wires. Yeah, you can ship a Switch pretty much anywhere for under 20 bucks. Or within the same province for less than 10. Sometimes, depending on how far. That should be a bit better. That one looks good, but honestly that looks perfect. I don't want to mess with that one. Let's look at this. Oh yeah, that one's the problem for sure. 100%. If someone's doing that for 50 bucks, I'd be pretty wary, cuz they probably are new. And honestly, bro, I'd just buy another one, bro. You can literally just get another console for $100, and you know 100% it'll work after. You can go on buy.jp or whatever, search up buy, and I bet you could find one today for around that price. I think that fixed it. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. Good luck with it. What's left? It's working. Oh yeah, let's do some touch-ups right here, or let's just do the ground. No, I wouldn't do that repair, and I'd charge well over $100, even if I did. should be good to go. Yep. Let's go ahead and throw it back in. $120 flat's wild. Because repair is such a shitty job, dude. Like, you can be trying to repair something for literally over 10 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours. So 120 flat's insane. Hard to imagine even being profitable at that price. Probably. Shite. Yeah, paying $120 to repair a V1's an awful idea. Repair costs can't exceed more than like 50 to 60 bucks for a V1. Because even as you get to like $80, in my opinion, it makes more sense to just buy another one. Yeah, I don't know. In my opinion, it's just way more worth it to buy another one, even at 50 bucks. Because for 50 bucks, you maybe get a console that works again. Whereas for like 100, 120, you get a second console that for sure works. Then you get a donor out of the old one. Also sell the old one too. Sell that for 50, 60 bucks. So then you really only pay 60, which is the same as the repair cost. Yeah, Bai. It's Yahoo Japan, Yahoo Japan auctions. It's like a middleman for that. So they will purchase listings on your behalf, and the stuff will get shipped to their Japanese warehouse, and then they'll ship stuff to you. So you have to pay domestic and international shipping, and a little bit in fees. but it's not super expensive. It's cheap enough to be super worth it. Um, yeah, it's like less than $20, around or just over $20 to ship a Switch to you from there, and then yeah. The cheapest shipping option, in my experience, takes a little while to show up though. But I think you'll have. Oh, and you're in Ontario. I forgot. You probably have about the same experience, maybe a little bit better. But yeah. Facebook Marketplace probably has the best deals though, but they go quick, real quick. So they're not that common. The problem with Bai for getting unpatched models is that no one, or at least for the most part, people don't label them as being unpatched. Personally, I would just get the cheapest one you can find and then mod chip it. The mod chip for the V1, V2, like the Picofly core, is like literally a 20-minute install. It's super easy. Like super easy. You only need to do one side too for the SP1, like these friends. You only have to do one of these and that's it. You can literally just do the left one and that's it, you're done. And so that's super easy. Oh yeah, I need to make sure this is still exploiting before I put everything back in. Looks good. Perfect. Nah, the thing is, bro, like, to install these, what you do is you put this thing in first, like this adapter, and then you get solder on your tip, and you put flux down, and you put solder, just like you don't even touch the capacitors, like you literally just like let me show you, 'cause it takes 2 seconds. You literally just like you just go over it like this, like you don't even touch the capacitor, and it'll just go onto there like that. You see what I mean? Like I'm not even touching the capacitor. You can also pre-tin the pads on top, so you don't even need to add the solder like afterwards as well, which may or may not make it easier for you. And the mod chip's $10. Yeah, you just need to only put heat to the pad. Like, don't even touch the capacitor. And you want to be at around 300 degrees. Don't even go to 350. Like, be right at like 290 even. 290C is a good number. And don't spend more than a couple seconds at a time. Like solder for a couple seconds, and then if it's like if you need to get back in the area, take it away for a few seconds and then go again. Like don't keep your iron just sitting there. Like I'll show you again. Like if you're doing it, come in from the side like this, touch it, and then check your work like that. Like check it. Don't just stay there like this. If you just stay there, then you're gonna fuck it up. Just a little bit of heat, leave, and go back in. Then yeah, but that's the other thing, bro. That's the other reason why you're fucking shit up. You'd think that like the quality of iron wouldn't matter that much, but I'm telling you, it matters a lot. It's like the single most important thing. You need to get the iron I'm using. It's the cheapest one you can get that isn't shit. It's on Amazon Canada, but I recommend getting it from breadsticks.ca with a set of tips. The default tip is okay, but I'd recommend getting a set of long gross tips and a set of fine tips as well. I'll link you in a second, but join my Discord. All the links should be in there as well, and then much more. But yeah, if your iron has an adjustable heat thing, it should work that low with no issues. I'd set it even lower if you're using a cheap iron, because usually the temperature adjusters are garbage and they overheat. What do you think? Breadstick.ca. The Discord should be in the description. Here's the link. It's 60 Canadian on this website. It has a deal right now. And then here is the tips. What? Why do they only have the short ones? That's super weird. Weird. They only have the short. No, here's the long tips. Oh, these are short tips too. Weird. These ones are fine though. You can find just singular versions of these tips on Amazon. This is my favorite tip. The one that comes with the iron and this one are my favorite by far. This is like I forget what this one's called, but it's like a chisel. It's like shaped like a chisel. But you really only need the iron. I wouldn't bother getting the tips too unless you're like rich right now and have the money to spend. You'll be fine with just the iron and the default tip. Or maybe you get one extra tip from Amazon for like $10. What's left? Yeah, so I need to put the heat sink thing back on. The heat shield, rather. Where is here? You can also get the iron on Amazon if you want it to come really fast, but it's more expensive on there, I think. Or the price might be competitive after shipping. Typically on Amazon Prime. You sometimes find them on Facebook too, because it's a pretty popular iron. Yeah, my Discord is an entire section for beginner modding supplies. And I also have a video on the same topic on my channel I recommend. Should still turn on. Let's check it again. Please. Still working. Yep. Okay. And let's put the copper heat pipe back in. You don't need the like the what's it called, the Pinecell V2 via USB-C, and will go up to 28 volts at if I get the wattage numbers, but it will work with about any amount of voltage as long as your USB power supply will supply at least 9 volts. 9 volts is the very beginning of fast charging, so every single USB port will give out at least 5 volts if it's the shittiest possible charging compatibility. And then the next one up is 9 volts. 9 volts is it's fairly common these days. And then a decent iPhone fast charger or Android fast charger should do about 15 and 20 volts. 15 volts is where I'd say it gets to be usable, but I'd say 20 volts is ideal. I use it at 28 volts because it heats up a lot faster, and I spent the money on a power supply that you can get a decent power supply for about $20-30 that does 28 volts. I can link you one as well. You need one that's if you want 28 volts, you need USB-C PD31. But if you just want 15 or 20 volts, you just need USB-C PD. If you just have like an Android charger though, it should do 15 or 20 volts no problem, as long as it's USB-C. And you also need a USB wire that's capable of supporting the right power as well. You can get the wire on AliExpress for like literally a few dollars. I'm trying to find the power supply I have right now. Here we go, I found it. Oh, this one's actually 40. I think I got it on sale. There's cheaper ones though. This one's really good though, I recommend it. Oh, this link is too long. I wonder if it'll work if I remove a bunch of stuff. close your door, Brandon? Yeah. Move these lights a little bit. The that power supply linked, it's pretty good because it has 4 ports on it, and all 3 of the USB-C ports support 28 volts, and then the USB-A port supports 9 volts, so it should be able to fast charge everything in your house all at the same time, essentially. At least 4 devices at the same time. It should be more than enough. And it should be able to fast charge even laptops at the maximum speed. So I really recommend that power supply. It's a game changer. Especially at the price. For 40 bucks, it doesn't get any better. And yeah, get them whenever. Honestly, if you don't plan on doing like a bunch of consoles, then it's probably not worth it. But if you actually really want to like get good at it, then I'd say it's worth the investment. Cause it'll pay off. It'll like kind of pay it for itself if you're able to do repairs yourself. But I don't know. It'll pay for itself quite literally though if you start offering services. Like if you offer a V1, V2 mod chip service, you'll probably make your money back on everything within a few weeks. Yeah, I use my computer desk. But I use my computer desk with like a mouse pad with a... Oh, also, dude, I cannot stress this enough. You need a grounded work mat. You see this? This connects my work mat to the mains ground, and you need that. Like, do not work on this stuff without one. And then same with your wrist wrap. You need this going to mains ground. I wouldn't work on anything without both of those. This is a dissipative mat that is connected to mains ground. The V1, V2 switch doesn't matter as much, but For the OLED's extremely sensitive to ESD damage. You can very, very easily break it without having proper ESD equipment, but need it for everything. Shit will just randomly break unless you have it, no matter how careful you are. Yeah, I'm sure you can find a desk for free on like Facebook. Perfect. Should be done this. After this is done, I'm gonna turn the stream off. As long as it passes the test right now, we'll be good. Yeah. And then let's put the back piece on. Perfect. You know what? I might have forgotten to put in the speakers. Did I? I really hope I didn't. You know what? I might have forgotten to put in the battery. We're doing that tomorrow regardless though. Looks like I didn't. Battery's in, but I'm not sure about the speakers. I really hope I didn't forget. I feel like I would have realized. We'll find out. I guess I'll set up the USB, the micro SD on stream. Okay. Cool. Seems to be working so far. Let's go ahead and set up the SD. I do not use a fume extractor. I've considered buying one a few times, but it just hasn't seemed worth it. Damn. This USB-C connection won't work. No, I'll have to set up the USB off stream. Actually, I might not. Micro SD not wanting to appear on PC, and yes, it matters, but if you just blow out when the smoke's there, you'll be fine. There also isn't that much smoke once you start doing it properly. Man, why won't this work? Yeah, MicroSD is not wanting this set up right now. Let's do it tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night.